Good evening, you're watching Free Press TV. Tonight, deep uncertainty at the heart of America's economic data infrastructure. President Donald Trump has fired the nation's top labor statistician following disappointing job numbers, and now his allies are pushing for a replacement known for his hardline skepticism of government figures. On Friday, President Trump abruptly removed Erika McEntarfer, Commissioner of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, just hours after the release of a weaker-than-expected July jobs report and significant downward revisions for May and June. Together, the updated data showed over 250,000 fewer jobs than previously reported. Trump, offering no evidence, claimed the figures were manipulated to make Republicans look bad, reviving familiar accusations of political bias in nonpartisan government agencies. Among those now being pushed as a potential replacement, Antoni, the chief economist at the Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank. Antoni is a known contributor to the Project 2025 policy blueprint, a document designed to shape Trump's potential second-term governance. Antoni's profile has grown in recent years on the conservative media circuit. He's a frequent guest on Steve Bannon's podcast and a Fox Business contributor. On air, he has repeatedly accused federal agencies like the BLS of distorting inflation and labor data for political purposes. Just last week, Antoni said McEntarfer should be fired, a statement made on Bannon's show just before Trump made it official. Antoni holds degrees in economics and has previously taught at several colleges, including the Catholic University of America. As chief economist at the Heritage Foundation, he has published extensively on inflation, federal spending, and job growth, often taking aim at Biden-era economic policies, which he has labeled as fiscally destructive. Despite his public advocacy, Antoni told NBC News on Monday that he has not been formally contacted by the White House. According to senior aides, the administration is still vetting candidates. A senior White House official speaking on background said that Trump is looking for someone with tremendous credibility and experience, and that the final decision will likely be influenced by Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, NEC Director Kevin Hassett, and Stephen Moran, who chairs the National Economic Council. Trump said publicly on Sunday that an appointment could come in the next 3 or 4 days. But experts say the move to oust McEntarfer and the rationale behind it sets a dangerous precedent. William Beach, a Trump-appointed predecessor at the BLS, said her firing undermines the statistical mission of the agency. Catherine Ann Edwards, an independent economist and former RAND analyst, was blunt in her criticism. The idea that the numbers aren't transparent, bold-faced lie. The idea that a single commissioner can manipulate data, bold-faced lie. She pointed out that BLS methodology is public, and every economic survey is downloadable for public review. Still, Trump's allies have begun softening their tone. Over the weekend, many shifted from accusing McEntarfer of political bias to blaming her for not updating outdated collection methods, a concern rooted more in data lag than deception. A senior White House source claimed BLS had shown reluctance to modernize, saying that policymakers and markets alike rely on timely and transparent labor data, and that trust in the current process has eroded. In his NBC interview, Antoni said that whoever is chosen will have a difficult task ahead. We're going to need to rebuild trust. It happens over time, and it happens with consistency. Whoever takes this role must make changes that increase accuracy and restore faith in the numbers. But many economists warn that politicizing labor data will have real consequences. Former Trump advisor Stephen Moore, typically an administration ally, said, "For Trump to say she's fixing the numbers, there's no evidence of that. It might be true, but we don't have it." He cautioned that if the new commissioner begins releasing wildly inaccurate figures, it could damage the public's confidence in the very statistics businesses and the government rely on, as the White House eyes its next pick for a role that's supposed to be nonpartisan and data-driven. The battle over America's jobs numbers has become yet another political flashpoint, one that could reshape how facts are delivered to the public. We'll continue to monitor this story as it develops. For Free Press TV, I'm Michael Patterson. Stay tuned.